Yes, my people, I'm back for the last video of today. By the time you wake up tomorrow morning, you receive another video. And those of you in America, before you go to bed tonight, you receive another video. Right now, this is for your morning. And if you have not yet watched the previous videos that I did two earlier on, please go back and check on those two videos. They will update you on the things that took place throughout last night till early this morning. Two other videos. Today is the third video of the day. And I'll be coming your way again in the next 8 hours. The next 8 hours, that's going to be coming your way again with the next news. I'll be coming to you each time there's a breaking news, which I believe that the next 8 hours I should have enough facts available because I don't want to misinform you. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so. Like the video, comment, send us your comments. We'll be ready, we'll be willing, we'll be happy to read your comment and to reply to your comments as we always do. And make sure you on that notification button. It's very important that you on the notification button. Now let's kick off. Let's go. First news of the day. We are aware that Romeo Lavia completed his medical test yesterday. Yes. The news is that, yes, he completed his medical test and he passed the test and signed as a Chelsea player. The deal is worth £53 million plus £5 million in add-ons in a long-term deal. But the unveiling is what we're waiting for right now. And I believe before you go to bed tonight, today, I believe that the unveiling will take place and we'll bring you the videos and the pictures of the unveiling. So don't yet go back to sleep until you get our notification. Wait for that notification of the unveiling of Romeo Lavia. He passed the test. He passed his medicals yesterday. We are just waiting for the unveiling to take place, an official announcement from Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano gave us an idea of what next to expect regarding Michael Olise, which is the next signing of Chelsea. He says, it is true that Palace are not entirely happy with how the Blues have approached the Olise deal. But Chelsea feel they behaved fine and did nothing wrong. There is something to clarify between the clubs. So it's not here we go yet. But Chelsea are confident. I hope you got that very clear. Let me take it again. Fabrizio Romano says, it is true that Palace are not entirely happy with how the Blues have approached the Olise deal. But Chelsea feel they behaved fine and did nothing wrong. There is something to clarify between the two clubs. So it is not here we go yet. But Chelsea are confident. What that means is that Crystal Palace, they were actually not happy. I think a day before yesterday, so I brought that news up. They were not happy the way Chelsea started the whole issue. You know, it looks like they started aggressively, too aggressively. And so Palace was not happy about certain aspects of the deal from the very beginning. Now, they are currently sitting up and they are trying to resolve issues. Both clubs are going to resolve issues, and then Olise will now go for the medicals. Once the medical is done, which we are hoping that should also be today. That should also be today. Otherwise, then tomorrow. But that we are believing that the medicals will take place any moment from now. Once the agreement has been reached by two sides, the medical could take place any moment. That is the news from Michael Olise, which is our next signing. Next, Chelsea have agreed a deal to sell Newcastle United, the teenager Lewis Hall, for an initial fee of around £28 million, with the potential for it to go higher, just weeks after the club offered him new 6-year contract. Lewis Hall issue came up since yesterday. Chelsea placed him on for sale And we've been discussing that. He's a very good prospect, very young boy, 18 years of age. We wish that Chelsea can maintain him. But looking at the players we are signing right now, there is a need for us to let some of them go. It's a painful thing to let players like Luis Hall, academy graduates, to go. But we need to balance our books as well. And we have some other fringe players which we bought, we pay so much money for, expensive. To sell them back, Chelsea might be losing. So the understanding right now is that if we can sell players that are from the academy, we will make profit from there instead of letting go those that we bought with money, those that we bought very expensively. Yes, that is the explanation of executives are giving right now. If we are able to sell Luis Hall for £30 million or 28 as Newcastle is offering right now, it's a profit. It is a profit. But the problem is selling to a Premier League team, one of our rivals. I would have wished that they would put in buying clause, buyback clause, so that Chelsea have the opportunity in the near future, a year or two, in case we want to buy him back, we'll be the first, we can easily to buy him back. I would have wished for that. Yes, that is a breaking news right now. Chelsea have agreed to sell Luis Hall to Newcastle United for an initial fee of around 28 million with the potential for it to go higher. That is a breaking news for you. It's an agreement between the two clubs. Next is Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech, the first announcement that came up apparently was fake. That he failed his medicals with Galatasaray in Turkey. Apparently that news was fake. It was just the first test that was conducted, and from all indications, that test went well. But rather, Galatasaray want to conduct a second test on him, second medicals. But as we speak, there's every indication that his agreement is going to go through, the deal is going to go through. Galatasaray medical yesterday, according to sources, he had a first part of the medical yesterday ahead of the potential move from Chelsea. The Turkish club are waiting the results before proceeding with the second part today. That was the news that came from Chelsea FC. Now, we just need to keep our fingers crossed, because from another source, we heard also that they are giving him 3 years contract with some clauses in it, that along the line, in case something happens, in case, they can easily terminate the agreement. So we heard from other sources that they are giving him 3 years contract. Again, we just need to keep our fingers crossed on that. We just need to keep our fingers crossed on that. And like I said earlier on, Chelsea are about to sell Luis Hall to Newcastle United. That is the breaking news right now. To other news. Yes. To other transfer news. From Manchester United. Manchester United, but it is, okay, let me say it this way. They are in for Sofyan Amrabat. They want to sign Sofyan Amrabat. And that deal they are still waiting on United. According to sources close to the player, they are waiting on Manchester United to complete the deal of signing, or to make their offer. To make their offer to who? Amrabat, Sofyan Amrabat. That won't last forever, because they said they have been waiting for so long. According to the agents or from sources, they've been waiting for Man United to finalize the deal with Amrabat, Sofyan Amrabat, for so long. And they've been waiting, and they are still waiting on Man United. Because they showed interest from the very beginning. And the team around Sofyan Amrabat, they've been waiting. But they are sending a message to Manchester United that they cannot continue to wait forever. They cannot continue to wait forever. Otherwise, if there is any other club or any other team that wants him, they might change their mind. But the player is willing to go to Manchester United. A deal for Sofyan Amrabat to Manchester United will be finalized once Scott McTominay or Donny van de Beek leaves the club. So Man United, they are also looking at selling some players, letting some players go to make room for the new players. They want to let some players go to make room for new players. That is what is delaying the whole, deal with Sofyan Amrabat. Yes, that is the news. Even though Sofyan Amrabat agreed to join Manchester United at the end of June, he has been waiting and waiting and waiting. United need to submit a bid now. Liverpool have called Amrabat agency to inform on deal conditions. As you can see, like I said earlier on, Liverpool has already stepped in. They've called Sofyan Amrabat agency, asking to see if they can strike a deal. So United need to move now, or they will end up losing the player to who? To Liverpool. That is just the news. Manchester City are set to enter into a crucial stage of Lucas Paqueta and Jeremy Doku's deal, starting from today after winning the UEFA Super Cup. New approach imminent for Paqueta. Official bid now being prepared for Doku. That is for Manchester City. City fans, that is your news. Manchester City are set to enter into crucial stage of Lucas Paqueta and Jeremy Doku's deal starting from today, as we are speaking, after winning the UEFA Super Cup. New approach is imminent for Paqueta. Official bid now being prepared for Doku. Official bid now being prepared for Doku. That is according to Fabrizio Romano. And this is exclusive, again from Fabrizio Romano. Liverpool submitted a formal bid to sign Japanese midfielder Wataru Endo on permanent deal. Wataru Endo on a permanent deal. Liverpool submitted a formal bid to Stuttgart to sign their captain, Japanese captain in Stuttgart with Germany, Wataru Endo, on a permanent deal. Negotiations ongoing with Stuttgart. Player wants the move as it's the biggest opportunity of his career. Surprisingly, moved by Liverpool director Schumacher, because the chap is 30 years old. And so everybody's surprised that Liverpool could go in for a 30-year-old player at this stage, which normally, naturally, Liverpool doesn't do. He's 30 years old. That shows you the desperation of Liverpool right now for DM, defensive midfielder. That is their desperation right now. Next news. Kudus entourage is difficult to negotiate. So far, no club has been able to accept their demands. There was a principal agreement between Ajax and Brighton until Kudus management came with more demands, which made Brighton feel cheated on. That is about Mohamed Kudus. All the news about Kudus transfer to Brighton, to Chelsea, to this club and that. Now we are getting information that his agents, they are very difficult to, because they want the best for their clients. They want the best for their client. They don't want Kudus to go to Brighton and begin to have issues like how Casado, had issues. The player is willing to go, and you are there, you are dragging the fees. The value, that this player is worth 60 million, 70 million, but you place your own value on the player. You're trying to block him, even though he had an agreement with the player that this season you're going to let him go. If not that Chelsea is so much determined, by now the player will still be there. So Kudus agents, they know what they are doing. They want to protect their clients. They are not doing anybody bad. Yes. So Brighton, until Kudus management came with more demands. Why wouldn't they come with more demands to you, Brighton? Didn't you come with more demands for Chelsea? You see? The measure you used to measure someone, they're using it on you now. To other news, Atletico Madrid takes the alleged threat of João Felix terminating his contract as a joke. If he wants to do so, he will have to pay his 350 million euro release clause. Let me take that again. Atletico Madrid takes the alleged threat of João Felix terminating his contract as a joke. If he wants to do so, he he will have to pay his 350 million euro release clause. Felix's relationship with Simon and the dressing room is practically broken. Nobody understands what is happening. Then why won't you let him go? Why won't you allow him to terminate the contract? If his relationship with the coach is broken down, if his relationship with the dressing room is broken down, is toxic, then let him go. Why do you place that release clause of 350 million euros? That is a lot of money. Over 300 million pounds. You just tie the player down. You are telling him that his threat of, going, his threat of terminating his contract is a joke. I just can't understand this. The feeling is he is waiting until the end of the market to go to Barcelona. He has already communicated it to his agent and Atletico. He is blocking all other offers to be a backup player. Yeah, sometimes the players, not every team, you cannot, from that level that he was in, it's not every club that he would like to go and play. I have an agreement with you. You either play me or you send me to a club that I want to go. I love you, that is why I came in for your club. You cannot force me to go to another club that I don't want to be. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You don't threaten him. I don't think he's also trying to threaten you. He's still a young chap. All that he's saying is that he wants his contract to be terminated. That release clause of 350 million euro that you place on him, how many clubs can afford to pay it? How many clubs? I think both the club and the player need to come to an agreement on something. He's still young. His career is at stake. He's still young. Something needs to be done. If indeed his contract to be terminated like he wants, then I believe Chelsea has the right. Chelsea can go in for this chap. It was the amount that pushed Chelsea away. The amount that is involved. Even when he came on loan, the amount that made Chelsea to send him back to Atletico. So if he should terminate his contract now, I believe that Chelsea could still go back for him. He still has the talent in him. To the next news, according to Fabrizio Romano, Benjamin Pavard is one to watch right now as he is prepared to leave Bayern now. Inter Milan have Pavard on top of the list. Proposals expected soon to open talks. Man United deal stalling due to Maguire's situation. Could become option for Arsenal to replace Timber, who is just injured. No decision yet on a player. That is Benjamin Pavard from Bayern Munich. I have a lot for you tonight, so just stay glued. Bayern Munich have approached Maccabi Tel Aviv with an offer of around 4.5 million euro for Daniel Peretz, the goalkeeper. The 23-year-old goalkeeper is now thought to be their number one target for a new keeper. That is what I have for you tonight. Let me conclude with the news that most Chelsea fans don't want to hear. Most Chelsea fans don't want to hear this one. But I want you to hold your fire. I want you to hold your fire as a Chelsea fan. Yes, hold your fire. This is a real story coming from Spain. It is said that Lukaku's agent has offered him to Real Madrid as they look to find a replacement for Karim Benzema. Yes. Real Madrid. Lukaku's agent has offered him to the Spanish giant, Real Madrid. His agent, I don't know what to say about that, but as we speak, his agents have offered Lukaku to Real Madrid as they look to find an European destination for him in the absence of much else. They want the player, his agent, they are desperately looking for an European destination for him. So they've offered him to Real Madrid as we speak. That is coming from the camp of who? Romelu Lukaku. We'll be glad. All that Chelsea wants is to get rid of him, for him to go. Let me leave you here until I come your way again with the next breaking news. Shalom and peace.